We welcome you back to the Next Gen Championships from Austin, Texas. We have the FPO coverage from day 2, round 4, the back 9. We are Ace Run Pro. I am Conrad.
And I am Felix.
And we are here at East Metro Park, aka Manor. Felix, tell us a little bit about the park.
Well, East Metro Park here in Austin, Texas, or just outside of Austin, Texas, in Manor, is a very tight, technical, wooded course. You're going to see a lot of these players kind of battling to stay in the fairway as much as they can. You want to avoid the rough at all costs. It is very thorny. There's lots of very skinny, small trees that can really obstruct your lines, as well as some cactus and some hazards that you really want to try to avoid.
All right. So the action today will lead us into the final day coverage at Roy G. That'll be tomorrow's round. And let's see who we have here. All right, and we have Aria and Melanie. They're actually tied up at this point throughout the tournament, and we have Liz and Jenifer on the card as well.
Yeah, pretty good front nine. The two sisters battling it out, which I'm sure this isn't the first time that these two sisters have battled it out in a tournament.
All right, so we have Melody up on hole 9. It's a par 3. You can see that is a tight gap to get through, and it's 229 feet. But this is a tough 229. Looks like Melody went over to the left a little bit. Aria makes the correction and finds the center cut of the fairway.
Yeah, this is a relatively straight hole, but there is a little bit of a right-hand turn off of the tee, so they're initially just trying to get through that gap. Liz here, looks like she's eyeing that same gap. There is a little bit of an over-the-top line, but I don't think these ladies are going to take it. A little bit too high there for Liz.
Hey, you're in the open.
But she avoids the creek, which is right where that bridge is there. Liz lining up, looking for that same gap.
That's Jenifer.
I'm sorry, Jenifer. A little bit of an early release, and she's going to find... she's actually just a little short of that creek area. Now she's in that creek area.
Yeah.
You can see just how... it's a small gap to hit. And then if you miss it, it's just difficult, plain and simple. That's a good recovery there.
That is a great recovery there.
Very nice. Good control, too, on the speed coming into that green. Liz here trying to work a subtle turnover, and this is what we're talking about. You kind of want to hit that gap. It's straight, and then it starts to turn. She leaves it a little wide, a little early.
And Melanie here got a forehand. She went off a little early, but well, I didn't even think that she was going that way.
It's going to work.
Yeah, it looks like she's on the green. She's in the circle.
This here probably a little jump putt approach.
No, she might have been giving that a little run. She went past the basket there.
Didn't leave it short, that's for sure.
Aria lining up a birdie here. See if she can give it a go. Oh, ooh, just short.
Good
just
bid.
short. It has the perfect line and everything.
Melanie looks to be about 28-ish.
Nails it.
You see Liz here quite obstructed. Got some very thin trees to work around.
Wow.
And she dumps it in. Nice job.
Even from the camera view, I can't see the gap that she hit.
Neither can I. Let's see what Jenifer can do here to try to save this. Nicely done. Nice putting putt in that envy.
Put. Aria with her tap in. All right, we got a couple of pars there and 2 bogeys. Not much has changed on the scorecard. The sisters are still 1 stroke apart.
We'll move on to hole 10. This is par 4, 400 feet. A little bit right side there for Melody.
And it's hard to tell. Just like I said, you can be a few feet off the fairway and then have nothing, or you can be 5 feet in and have a good shot.
Aria with the same line. This is pretty much about as open as this course gets, and you can see this is still super tight.
Liz seeing what they did before, trying to make a slight correction, and she does, bringing it to the center cut of the fairway. Jenifer with her standstill. Gonna assume that's her diamond. And she leaves a little bit over to the left. She shouldn't be too far in. She should still have something to manage coming out here. And she does.
Going with the high hyzer, having it come back towards the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Good placement shot there.
Great. See, Liz is just, you can see the basket there in the distance. Oh, that was an early release.
And that went in.
And that's deep. That's the view from the basket area, and that's just, there's no getting out of there.
Yeah, so Liz actually sent her caddy over to take a look and kind of give her a fair assessment of what to do here. She elected to just take the stroke, abandon the throw, and rethrow from her last position.
Yeah. Perfect. That's probably what she meant to do the first time. We all have had that where you throw your first shot and immediately want it back.
Yeah. Melody drifting a little bit left, but she should be okay there.
And she'll have a decent look at the basket.
Luckily, both Melody and Aria didn't go in too deep. Nice position play out of that rough there.
Well, you can see how they were further off to the right, and they still had better angles than Jenifer did when she was just like 2 feet in.
Right.
Jenifer with this nice approach. Oh, look at that. Now, this is a very tricky green. So that right there was a great shot.
Yeah, this is treacherous is probably a better word.
Yeah. That one stayed up too.
Checks up nicely. Okay.
Because everything slopes away, and there's active water on the back side of it. See what Liz tries to hit me.
And apologized. Melanie here. I don't know if she's going to run this. No, she's laying it up. Oh! She knows she kind of got away with one there. Boy, you try to lay up smartly, and this is what you're left with. All right.
At least she was able to clean it up. I'm just not noticing that tree, how much that little tree right there was in her way.
Yeah.
Liz trying to clean this up. I'm going to go ahead and get off this hole and move on to the next. And there it is.
Nice putt there.
It's a little scary when it was coming down, but
oh, that one tried to come back out there.
And Jenifer trying to clean up. And there it is.
Nicely done. Not an easy hole by any stretch, as you can see there. Took a 3 4s and a 6 for Liz. That hole can get the better of you real quick.
Yeah, walking away with a par in there, you're happy, you're satisfied with that. All right, hole 11 is a par 3, 213, so it's a little shorty here, but it is tricky.
Hey, that's helpful.
Oh, that one, she held on a little bit too long, and it stayed out to the right. The actual hole is down there on the left.
These trees here on the right just kind of present a little bit of a mental block too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that right there is part of it.
Yeah.
I think there's a place there purposely to really. It's a mind game.
Yeah, it's already a tight line you're trying to hit, and you've got that one tree as you're looking down the fairway there that also comes into play. Looks like, did she get the distance to get all the way to the green there?
She appears to be down there, pin high, just off to the right. Yeah. She took a roundabout way. I don't think that was the intended path, or it may have been.
Don't know if she'll have a look for a birdie putt. Liz going with more of a hyzer, just kind of spiking down and settling. I'm sure after the 6 she took, she's probably just wanted to make sure she secures a par on this hole.
Now, see what Aria was trying to do. She was trying to get something stable to get down there and get into the green area, but it just held on too straight for too long. Oh. And immediately finds a tree out of the rough to just At least it kicked her in a favorable direction. And that is a smart play there.
So Liz has got this here. Jumper. Oh no, she's laying it up. Playing it smart.
Yep. I don't remember if there's something behind the basket that makes you not want to run it. I don't know if there was water or not, or if it was just...
It wasn't water, but there's a lot of rough. There's a lot of overgrown thorns and thistle back there. And if you get far enough into it, it kind of blocks. It drops off a little bit and it blocks off your lines.
Ooh, yes, that was thick.
Yes. This green is pretty much surrounded by them. There you see the kind of drop off that I'm talking about. Oh. Just off the cage there.
See if Aria can clean this up. And she does. Only has identical putt basically. Puts it in.
Liz drops in her par. Smart play there on that hole from tee to green. And Jenifer, who arguably had the best drive of the group, still ends up taking a bogey because it just, that rough just punishes you.
Yeah. Yeah. Every player that went into the rough walked away with an additional stroke.
Yep. So moving on to hole 12. This is a par 4, 492 feet. This tee shot is very purposeful that you have to be with it. You see that branch right in front of them is maybe 10 feet off the ground, it looks like. It forces you to throw a low laser line, and then this fairway turns left on you pretty fast. So the ideal play here is probably to take an overstable mid-range or even a putter to try to get out to the landing area. You might throw a high-speed driver to try to get some flare, and then work your way back up the fairway towards the green from there.
Yeah, because what we're seeing here from the tee box, that's not even the full turn. There's even more past what we can see that you actually need to penetrate in order to actually be at the turn. Jenifer there didn't quite make it. Now she's trying to make the turn. Takes a sweeping hyzer and almost made it back into the fairway, but just got held out just a little bit.
She actually went pretty far in there. She's probably about 30 feet off the fairway into that rough there. Smart position play there by Melody, trying to get back to give herself a look at the straight alley.
Oh yeah, shot.
Liz piping one down the fairway.
Liz again playing these holes smartly, just position plays, not trying to get too greedy, understanding what this course can do to you if you try to go for too much.
Yep, Aria was just, what, 2 feet off of the fairway, and her only play was just a little pitch out to the side.
Right.
Oh, that's shaping nicely. Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice. And there we see Jenifer. She was in there for a while. Just trying to get to her disc was an adventure. And a painful one at that. So when she came out, she had cuts up and down both legs from being in there. Those thorns just started ripping into her. And she's kind of back in the rough now on the left side.
Hopefully the left side isn't as thorny as the right there. Aria trying to shape something, but pulled it to the right.
Yeah, she's still got more thorns she's dealing with there, so she's trying to get placement here. She doesn't want to put her hand on something and get a thorn in her throwing hand either. And there you see what this course can do to you. We've seen a lot of that already.
Yes. Aria with a long look.
Ooh, good run.
Good bid.
Jenifer with the envy in hand. Settle. Okay.
Should be able to finish that off. Oh, it's actually a little deeper than it looked.
Yeah, I think that's why she put her hands on her head. She realized she kind of left one out there. Oh, well, she didn't leave it short. She was running it.
Oh yeah.
Looks to be about a similar distance for Aria.
Makes the good adjustment. Melody with a shorter putt. Oh no.
And that's one of the few times she actually showed some frustration there, because that putt was...
I think that was a good putt.
Yeah, it was right at it.
Yeah.
It was the just slightly right of the pole.
Yeah.
It's the sweet spot for her type of putt.
And it just went through.
And the other girls told her, like, there's nothing you can do to execute that putt any better than what you just did.
Yeah.
That's just an unfortunate circumstance. So there you see the plethora of different scores, a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 7, and that's exactly what that hole can do to you. It's definitely one that you got to play placement shots throughout.
All right, hole 13. Have another. Oh my! This is. I don't. Two people can't walk up this fairway side by side. This is how tight it is. It's a par 3, 250.
And it's basically this entire width just about until we get to the green. And then it starts to slightly open up.
Yeah, it opens up once you get past all of this. Like where Melanie just landed, there'll be a little bit of options from there.
Oh, that's an unfortunate kick there. Jenifer playing the standstill here, trying to work the middle. Pushes it a little bit right. And she is pinched here, and you can see you've got that one tree stump in the way. And she's gone. She's playing military golf now, just left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
Aria getting some advice from her dad here on what the play should be. She wanted to go something with a little bit more speed to kind of get through this gap initially.
And the tree helped out.
Absolutely.
Melody here, trying to see what she's lining up. Oh yeah, she was going for the green there, that's for sure, and she is on it. I want to say 15 feet away, maybe 20. Ooh.
So Jenifer again finding some trouble. Just trying to find some options. She can't even see where the target is.
No.
From that angle.
Like she can barely see any part of the fairway going forward.
We should have had a counter of how many times these ladies have had to execute that type of just pitch out shot.
Yeah. That looks to be good.
Yeah, great touch there. Let's try to work a forehand line here. Goes inside of that middle tree.
Finds a trash can over there.
She does. I told her she almost got the brown ace on this hole.
Let's leave her with a putt, though.
Good. Oh,
stop rolling.
And that settles right by where Melody's shot ended up.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, yeah.
Jenifer's right there also, so that tree just likes to collect plastic.
Oh, good putt.
Nicely done.
Only having to take an awkward stance there in between the logs.
It's like her leg is pinned in between those two parts of that down log, too.
But she had enough motion. Sink the putt.
I'm impressed that she's still committed to that putt. We just saw the spit out the hole before, but she continued to stay with her routine, her same pace, and she trusted the result.
Yeah, and that's often hard to do once you have a spit out or something where you can't trust the basket anymore.
Absolutely. Good putt there by Aria as well. And Melody actually saves the par there, so nicely played. She's getting strokes on the card after that hole.
Yes. I was about to say strokes on the field, but that is the card.
Yeah, so it's still accurate. Hole 14, par 3, 170 feet. I don't believe there's an actual line that you can take on this hole. I just can't see it from the tee. And there's Melody tries to go up the middle, but there are branches and trees that guard pretty much every conceivable line, and they're staggered in a way that if you get through one gap, you can still easily hit another tree behind it.
Yeah.
Liz working the right side, which looks to be good, and then there's an example.
Yeah.
The initial gap hit.
Even from the green, I could not see what line they were going to throw. It's just not obvious from either angle. Already getting a little luck there, not getting into the water, but still having a look at a putt. See what route Jenifer takes here. Oh, and looks like she was trying to go to the right, but hit that tree.
I guess general consensus is the right side.
Oh.
Just these trees. I don't think I've ever seen trees like this either, that just bend in different directions and just kind of reach out. It's like they're...
That's a great up, though. Yes.
Yeah. Let's giving it a bid.
Yeah, she had it online too. Oh, we've already seen that shot. Can thank the editor for that. That was me.
Oh, good run.
And that was for her bird. They actually wrote that she was in bounds.
Aria with a long look at. She's going to get the 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough one to get and a good putt to execute.
Oh, and this is a tough comeback. Oh.
Similar chain out.
Yeah.
Just kind of pushed it left.
But with the comeback, it was obstructed, though, so.
Very true.
Jenifer doing some footwork to get behind her disc. And Liz just drops hers in. So Aria walking away with the 2, and we have a par for Liz and bogey for Melody and Jenifer. All right, hole 15, par 4, 358 feet. This is one that bends to the right. And I did not see this route at all whatsoever before Liz threw this. So as the catch cam, I was not expecting this.
You didn't see that Simon Lizotte route on the right?
I did not. But Liz did, and she executed it well in the fairway.
Yeah, I think the play here is normally just that soft turnover and just kind of let it settle. But it's a tight line to hit. I don't know if a forehand would necessarily be the right play because you can get more of a skip and it can get you into some trouble. This looks like the right line.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that right there ended up basically next to where Liz threw her shot.
Okay.
So, yep, this is what the course will do to you. Yeah. She did at least pitch out to a good position where she has not just the fairway, but actually has a line at the basket. I call that a pro tip because I probably wouldn't have thought about all that.
This looks to be a little sawed off, and yeah, that's going to be in early on the left.
Yep. Aria's at a different angle. Oh.
Okay.
And just got that one kiss. Lisa kicked it back to the fairway.
Wow.
That was laced. Needed to check that for strings.
Jenifer here in good position. She's got a subtle turnover. Leaves her just behind that cactus.
But that is directly in line with the basket, so she's not going to have a clear look at it.
I don't know if she'll have maybe a hyzer look at it, perhaps. I don't know just how thick that is once she gets up there.
It's another great approach shot.
And Melody, again, just kind of throwing a blind forehand approach.
Didn't quite get out.
Oh, she's got a little bit of a look. She's on 2 knees, really. She's stretched out on 1 knee trying to execute this shot here.
Ooh, and almost got it in. So it looks like Jenifer's just outside the circle.
With everything obstructing her shot. Finds a way to get it through.
Wow.
So this is for birdie here for Liz.
And that is a great bird.
See a couple of tap outs here from the rest of the ladies to finish out this hole. Good par there for Jenifer. So we see a couple of pars. Got a birdie for Liz. Melody dropping some strokes there on that hole, unfortunately taking a 6.
So as you can see, the holes are getting a little bit darker as we progress. This is hole 16, is a par 3, 271.
Ooh, that might be deep.
Hope not.
And the fairway looks like looks a little bit open, but where you actually want to hit it is very narrow.
Just like every other hole out here. Jenifer stepping up here. Yeah, we were running into some daylight issues for sure. The first round ran longer than was anticipated, so everyone played from the shorts this second round, but this is still, because of how tight and technical this course is, we were still running into 4.5 hour rounds. This is laced.
That's a great shot.
Very nice shot. So you can't really tell by the video, but the sun is already set, and we are maybe 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes at best of daylight.
Yeah, the sun is definitely past the horizon. There's no more shadows. All of this is just overcast of twilight that you see here, or dusk.
Nice pitch out there.
There's one thing I want to say about Melody in her game. It's that when I grow up, I want to have as much fun as she. Even with a bad shot, she seems to always be smiling.
Yeah.
She's never, even with the chain out was the most frustration that she's shown, but she's still always enjoying herself. I say that, and right now she's pouting, but
well, she knows she kind of let one get away there. She had the best drive of the group and couldn't execute on the birdie. But yeah, she's definitely, you can tell that she has a good time. She's loving the sport. She's out there with her family, and her family's very supportive. It was really a beautiful thing to see them all out there just kind of helping to support each other. Not just the family, but the card overall. All these ladies were very supportive of one another. Yeah, we might need it for the next hole. Some glow tape.
that would have been good.
Right?
I think it would have been allowed too.
All right, final hole of the back nine and of this round. The ladies started on hole 18. They are finishing on 17 with a par 4, 502 feet. Apologize in advance for the darkness that we're about to encounter as this hole progresses.
So if you want to experience the hole like we actually experienced it, just close your eyes after the tee shots and listen.
So Liz teeing off first. She is playing it smart, going up the right side, staying clear of that tree there in the middle of the fairway. Aria will looks like play the same line. She's got it up a little bit higher, fading more towards the left.
Still in the fairway.
She should be good there.
And Jenifer with her standstill and her diamond in her hand, and she is, oh, well, I was going to say working around the tree, but she worked the tree to get to the fairway. And let's see what route Melody takes here. Okay,
Goes
yeah.
hyzer.
Yeah, I thought it was too straight at first, but it hyzered out into the fairway perfectly.
Liz here with her second shot. And she's gone high hyzer as well. This is working back towards the middle of the fairway, a little bit on the right side.
I think she found some trees. I don't think she's in the fairway. Jenifer, that right there gets
good.
down, yeah. I think that one stayed in the fairway.
Aria, this looks like a good line, as long as it avoids that last set of trees, which it does.
It gets
Right
a
back.
friendly kick into the left. Melody going with a high. That's ballsy in this type of lighting. But she
Right
finds
in
the
the
center.
middle.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Liz.
Oh, she did get pushed right. Okay. And she goes over the top, drops her right in the middle.
Yep.
Smart play. See if she can still try to manage a good score here.
There's a basket down there.
This is working on the right side, fading back over
Oh,
towards
right in
the
front
left.
of the basket.
On the green.
Yeah.
So from the
Jenifer
camera here, it
here.
looks like maybe there's some daylight. It was
No, there's no daylight. The low camera absorption rate for the lens or something is making it look like there's still light outside. We can't see a thing.
Yeah, it is pretty much black.
We're playing by sound. Melody just approaching.
Very nice. Great touch there. Aria
Right,
as
doing
well.
the same thing. At this point, it's hard to even gauge depth perception with how dark it is.
Ooh, just low and left.
Again, the camera is showing a little bit more light than we're actually seeing with our eyes.
That looked like it just fell out of Jenifer's hand. Looked like a just bad release.
Yeah.
Aria dropping in. Melanie will do the
Melanie.
same. You see Jenifer's daughter that caddied for her the entire round.
Nice. So they tap out and we're turning on the lights on the phone so we can find our way out.
Yeah, that was a fun round. The darkness really just caught up to us at the end there, but shouts out to the ladies for powering through, not giving in, and just still executing shots. So there you see Aria has opened up her lead. All right, so there you see it. That concludes round 4, the back 9 of the FPO division here at the Next Gen Finals. We want to thank you, as always, for watching along with us here at Ace Run Productions. Great job by the ladies by battling it out in the dark through these rough conditions on a very rough course.
Yes. That course was very unforgiving, but the ladies tackled it head on and came out victorious. Luckily for them, they were able to finish, and we didn't have to worry about having to come back and finish up a few holes before they went on to the next round at Roy G.
Absolutely. So we see the two sisters battling it out. We're going to have quite the head-to-head matchup going into the last day. Should be a fun one to watch moving forward for sure. As always, thank you for watching along with us here at Ace Run Productions.
And
Let's get excited for some disc golf.
Got it that time.
All right.
Love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
What?
When your game's not working, but your bag does. Upper Park Designs. Bags that have your back.
Today, we're talking about the Undertaker. The Undertaker is a fairway driver, and for advanced players, it will be pretty straight, but for the newer player, it'll be a good first control driver. For me, the Undertaker is the perfect point-and-shoot fairway driver, both in the woods and out in the open. If I'm throwing at a target that's straight ahead, I'm going with the Undertaker every time. It's just really straight. You can pick one up at discraft.com or your local disc golf retailer.
Star Wombat 3. This is a new addition to Garrett Gerthy's bag. This is the most utilizable disc that you can make do whatever you want. Throw it with the hyzer line low, it'll hold the hyzer. If I throw it with a little hyzer, throw a little high, pops up straight and holds the line straight. If I throw it for backhand about 60-70% and let it go about 380, 400. I'm gonna be getting a bunch of birdies with this at the World Championships this year.